changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
All right, so there we go. Thanks for tuning in. If you've decided to watch this,
Good morning, Vault 76.
I have another video that I posted.
This is the Overseer.
It kind of walks through
I hope you all
some of
enjoyed
my background with
last night.
Fallout,
Even
and
those who may have overindulged.
basically this isn't
And
my first time
overslept.
playing Fallout 76.
But it's time to
I've
get
played
up
it,
and
I don't
get
know how
out
many
there.
hours.
We've done a lot
More than
of
300
questions.
hours, I think, of playtime on PS4
Today,
in the last couple years. It took me a while to pick it up, especially because of all the negative reviews. And I think the first time that I tried it out, I didn't really stick with it for too long, but then I hopped back in, and I got really into the camp building. So we'll see. I decided to start this playthrough over on PC. So let's get started here. I mean, I would think the triggers are the same, but let me see here. Why isn't this there we go. I don't want to spend an extremely long time with the character customization, but seeing as this is an you know, MMO RPG, I don't exactly want my character to look too ugly. So let's see here. I may even fast forward through this. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So I'll catch you in a couple minutes when this is finished. Okay, I guess that'll do. All right, so here we are. For anyone who is not initiated with the Fallout series, many of the games begin inside a vault, and at least that's what's happening here. I think most of the modern games start off in a vault. So basically what you saw in the intro video is that approaching the nuclear devastation, nuclear war that happened, there were these fallout shelters that were set up across America. And as we're playing the game, we'll find out more about that. But basically, you can see I've been living in one of these, presumably since birth, maybe, because it's been, I don't know what the timeline is for this, but you can see I'm pretty cozy here in my fallout shelter. And what's kind of unique about this game, compared to some of the other ones that you start off in a fallout shelter, is or vault, a fallout vault, is that this vault actually encourages its inhabitants to go out into the world post-apocalypse and repopulate and rebuild. And again, that's kind of what it showed in the intro video. And that's unique because the other games that start off in a vault, you're basically sort of raised to be afraid of the outside world and not want to go outside. And in each of those other games, some inciting event occurs, which then pulls your character into the world of the unknown, and it's a scary thing and it's exciting. In this one, it's less scary going out. I mean, I guess we'll see when we go out here, but you can certainly tell it's an encouraging thing. Like our time has come. We can finally go out into the world. But before we do that, I'm going to start to rummage through this apartment or this little room. There are some cool things that you can interact with throughout the game. One is this guitar. So some of these environmental objects that you interact with can actually give you stat boosts. So if you see in the upper left-hand corner, it's saying that if I play this long enough, it's going to have some sort of temporary effect on my character. I probably won't get to really use the effect, but I'll play this long enough so you can see what happens when that kicks in. And there's other things too. There's weightlifting benches and things like that. So I have a perk now. It says I feel well tuned. And so you can see the little icon pop up to kind of show that I have some stat boost now from playing that. And one of my favorite things about the Fallout universe is just being in it, looking at things. I don't necessarily think combat is its best suit. It's really about the exploration factor for me. So there's really not much else to do. We can check our terminal here. And it says, sorry, I'm reading a work text. Okay. So it says, Happy Reclamation Day. Today is the day, everyone. Reclamation Day. We've been preparing for this moment for 25 years. You're ready. We're ready. You're ready. So, again, I'm not a lore expert and I can't really remember things. So we'll kind of learn this together. But it's saying here, we've been preparing for this moment for 25 years. So the thought process for me is that, this event that's happening right now is 25 years after the bombs. But I guess we'll see. You're invited. Everyone, we've opened the remaining liquor rations and the official Vault-Tec party hats. The overseer will give a speech at 10 minutes to midnight and will lead the countdown. Have fun, everyone. So the overseer is the person in charge of the vault. It's kind of like they're the vault mayor, the vault governor. They're the ones that kind of oversee all the operations. We can play this holotape here. I don't know why this screen is tilted like that. So there are some holotapes that you can pick up that are actually mini games. In this case, I can I can take the tape with me, so I don't want to play it right now. But I can keep that on my person, so eventually if I feel like I want to play it and dedicate some time to that, I can certainly do that. Can I pick this lunchbox up? Oh. One cool thing that you can get in the game are these lunch boxes, and they give really good experience boosts. Looking around, there are a lot of objects in here that you normally could loot in the outside world. Like this is a Wonder Glue, which comes in handy. This phone, you can break apart a lot of these objects for crafting. But it looks like the ability to do that, at least in this early game, is not enabled. Normally you could loot a first aid box like that. So I guess there's not much to do. We can look at the television. I guess you can just turn it on and off. You'll see these guys a little later. And we can grab our Pip-Boy, put it on. So this device will allow us to access the menu and a lot of stats and stuff. And it's a real clever in-universe way of checking a lot of those menu screens that you normally see in games. But here they've incorporated it into the world, which is pretty cool. Let's see, activate, not anything there. And before I head out, I'll just take a look around. There's some cool posters in here. You can unlock these, and you're able to craft them and put them in your own little
You have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America.
you can unlock them later and put them in your shelter, so you can eventually build your own Fallout shelter, which is kind of cool. But here's an example of like a weightlifting room. I'm locked out of there, but
For several hours. I've got my own mission.
so you can tell that there's a lot of love that goes into setting up some of these locations to implicitly tell a story. And again, that's the thing that I find so fun about these games from a replay value is, I mean, we saw that video at the beginning that showed that they were having a party, and we saw that on the computer. But when you get out and you see this world, you really do get the sense of a lived-in world where things have happened. And sometimes little things are set up, little gags that just give the game so much personality. And for the show coming up, I'm really excited to see how they handle that. It's just such a diverse world with all sorts of gags and jokes. I think all of these are... Oh, this one I can open. Nope. So I'm locked out of that too. So I guess we'll have to just go downstairs. I've, for the sake of the stream, so I don't know, YouTube doesn't mute it, I've disabled all of the radios. But if you're interested in some background music, I do have a playlist on Spotify that I made a while back. It's called Radio Green Skies. If you look that up and put it on shuffle, there are hundreds of tunes that I've collected that sort of fit this game. And that's usually my background music. But again, I don't want to get hit with some kind of copyright flag, which then mutes the audio or something like that. So I've disabled all the music. But again, feel free to listen to that. I feel like it's great to have that music because that's part of Fallout. To be honest, it's like 70% of Fallout is the music. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
At last. Today is your reclamation day.
It is.
I bet you're just bursting your bolts
I
to
am.
get out there and see the world.
I'm ready to go.
Excellent. Adventure and opportunity awaits you, sir. The kiosks have valuable information to help you thrive out there.
Okay.
Best get cracking!
Let's go to it. Alright, so on our way out, looks like they got some cool setups for us. Reminds me of the like COVID days. Line starts here and like keep your distance.
Stay fed, stay hydrated. Very important.
Okay. Thank you for staying with Vault-Tec. Some friendly reminders before you go. Stay hydrated. And here's the clean water cycle. This is good information for when I actually get out into the world. This is sort of training you on how to survive a little bit. You can get water from streams. You can boil it, and then you can drink it. And if you don't do that, there is a chance that you can get diseases. You can get radiation, all those sorts of things. So it's better be safe than sorry. So at least there's some starting loot here.
Imagine dying of hunger or thirst. Oh, utterly embarrassing.
All right. Yeah, you got to keep your thirst meter up and your hunger meter. I mean, you don't have to, but you get stats bonuses if you do that. So let's see here. All right, health and medication. Using your stim pack.
If you get injured, and you will get injured, make use of stim packs. They are literal lifesavers.
Fight valiantly. Use a stim pack. Be healthy and avoid radiation. I think those are the best tips in this game. Right. Power is key. Clean, safe power.
So, about the infrastructure out there in Appalachia, I suspect there isn't any.
Yeah, there is not. Higginbottom. All right. Find a new home. Build a generator. Wire it up. Power. Building supplies. Okay. I like how, I mean, they do make this really, really cute and exciting. And then when you get out there, you know, then you're out there. Let's see. Join a team. Strength in numbers.
Remember, you don't have to go it alone. Find friends or make new ones.
So that's a good point. You don't have to go it alone. You can. So a lot of people I've seen on Reddit have kind of said, you know, I want to get into this game, but I don't want to do a, you know, multiplayer and play with other people and all that stuff. You don't have to.
You must all go through that giant vault door alone. Unless, of course, you're next to someone else.
You could totally play this game solo, and I did for the longest time. I probably put about a year and a half into this game where I played solo. So you don't have to do it. You don't have to team up with other people. But I will say there is a way to team up with people without teaming up with people. And the good thing is that you can build your perks for your character to actually become stronger just by joining a team. And you don't even necessarily have to play with the people who you're on a team with. So I could demonstrate that a little later as well. I mean, I probably will do that because it, like this says, strength in numbers.
It's what built America.
All right, I'm going to equip my hat. How do I, photo mode. Let's see if I can see my guy. All right, there we go. So I'm going to walk out into the world looking like a, like a goofball. Let's see here. Is there anything else?
When you get outside, do remember your manners.
Oh, is this the overseer's room? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, let's check the overseer's terminal. See what was going on. So, 25 years after the vault doors close, you are to prepare your citizens to leave Vault 76 and begin a process called reclamation. Specifics will be disseminated automatically as that time approaches. After Reclamation Day, you are personally ordered to find and secure 3 nuclear silos, codenamed Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. So it's not like we just get to go out and party. There is a mission. Well, there is a mission at least for the Overseer, but we'll get to that later. If these sites are still nuclear capable, ensure no one except Vault-Tec can access or launch nuclear ordnance. To be clear, even if there are other authorities, whether government, militia, or otherwise, their claims are to be ignored. Vault-Tec alone maintains jurisdiction. So now we're starting to see that, it's a little deeper in terms of what these vaults are charged with. And some of those orders can be conflicting with factions that exist outside in the world, or, the militia or armies that are left over. Fallout 76, Vault 76 parameters. Vault 76 is one of the most important projects that Vault-Tec has completed. No expense has been spared on building, staffing, and selecting the inhabitants of your vault. The cream of the crop of America have been chosen, including luminaries from Vault-Tec University. The special classes and instruction you've received about managing a vault do not apply to this assignment. Vault 76 is special. Your mission is to see to the livelihood and well-being of all your residents and make sure they're ready to colonize America once the all-clear is received. So apparently we got the all-clear, and that's what's going on. It is to be expected you will face challenges we haven't prepared for. Adapt, learn, and thrive. America is counting on you. So you might wonder, we haven't seen anyone. We haven't seen the Overseer. So we're gonna have to look for the Overseer. Operation procedures, day-to-day duties. Your job as the Overseer is to see to the overall health and safety of Vault 76. Avoid loss of life at all costs. The Vault residents have been carefully chosen for their unique skills and temperament. Due to the aptitude of the Vault residents, you may be presented with unique challenges in maintaining order. As a last resort, each domicile can be locked down and the resident imprisoned for any duration you deem appropriate. Enforced solitary confinement can lead to psychological issues, so factor that in. Although the vault doors cannot be opened from the inside, keep the entry clear of all authorized personnel. The security team will stow all weapons and munitions after the amended entry period and will be armed solely with non-lethal devices. If America is to be rebuilt, every life in this vault is special. Preserve them all. Now, one thing about Fallout that's interesting to me is that not every vault is like this. This vault seems very very patriotic and very very cool. I don't know. It feels like a safe vault. But there are some vaults out there that we will discover in Appalachia that just had ulterior motives and different instructions. So a mandatory shutdown. Our studies have shown even after a relatively short duration of living with the amenities of Vault-Tec that test subjects can grow to depend on them. That will not do for Vault 76. After the all-clear message is received, Vault 76 will shut down all functions inside of 24 hours. Air circulation will cease last, and you should warn the vault residents that staying inside the vault can be lethal after this period. Everyone must leave the nest. It's imperative that all residents are focused on the important job of rebuilding America. All right, so if we don't leave, we're gonna die from lack of oxygen. We've counted down to midnight. I haven't seen everyone cheer like that since Vault Baby number 1 was born. I called lights out a couple hours ago, had to get security to help a few people to their beds. Then the volunteers and I all got all the standees set up, just like we practiced. Need to make the final recordings, and then it'll be time to head out the door. I wish I could be there to help everyone on their way, but I know they'll make me proud. Survival first. As instructed, we set up the survival packages. I've advised everyone to run fast and far from 76 as soon as the doors open. So that's probably a good strategy. As soon as I get outside, just run. We have no information about what awaits us. Vault-Tec says we're America's best hope. I guess we'll find out. Annual review. Another year down, our mission continues. Top issues. At current count, 6 residents are under disciplinary lockdown. That's up from 4 last year. The morale officer, what was the year on this? 2100, I think. The moral officer has managed to quash the worst rumors about Appalachia. Cannibal mutants, burning rain, whatever, but tensions are high. So, as I said, some of the games, the Vault Dwellers know that outside is a scary place. But here you can see there's rumors about the scariness of being outside, and they're actually trying to break those rumors. So that's interesting. That's a nice little twist. I had said, this vault seems really cool, but they are definitely making the inhabitants of the vault feel like it's much safer outside than it really is. It's generally pretty easy to maintain order. The pedigree of most of the residents is impressive, to say the least. But competence sometimes means arrogance, and arrogance means my authority gets tested more often than it should. Hydroponics has been struggling to keep up with demand. I've been loath to institute mandatory rationing, but in 2101 that may be necessary. 76 is full to bursting with people, more than we anticipated. Top successes, the award ceremonies are a great way of stroking the most hardened egos, since everyone's so damn competitive. The low point was someone losing a tooth in a fight over the best dental hygiene award. The senior staff has been exemplary as always, very dependable and loyal. It's been a struggle to keep our overachievers placated, but another year down and we're still here. The Vault 76 World Cup has proven to be a huge hit. The ball damn near broke the jukebox, but the energy in the atrium is just amazing. Deleted files. No files found, because they've been deleted. Play holotape. Let's see here.
Overseer's log, or should I say?
Oh, can I not still listen to it? Shoot. Well, I have my, what button is it? Have my Pip-Boy. So I can go back and listen to the thing that I didn't listen to all the way. Here we go.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task, and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
It's Reclamation Day, are we?
Alright, I just wanted to listen to everything she had to say before I jumped over into anything else. So this is the camp, C-A-M-P. And I was looking at these over here, this whole stack of them. We'll be using this quite a bit in the game to build our base. And
You do remember the whole point of Reclamation Day?
so let me take our
Reclaiming
camp.
Appalachia? Never too late.
Says find flat ground, drop your camp, use resources and build, survive in style. So one cool thing about this is that you can set up your own base, and I mean within reason. There are some limitations, but you can build it all over the place, and you can pick a nice plot of land and you can build. Some of the difficulties with that is if another player logs, if you log into a game and another player has built in the proximity of where your camp is, your camp won't load. So that's the only difficult thing, especially because there are some really popular locations It's good to kind of build in a popular location just because you'll get more foot traffic. But I know that there are a lot of people who just like finding really interesting scenic spots. I don't tend to do that, but all right. Final notice: if anyone is found as accessing this terminal and is not a member of the personnel department, you will be immediately reported to the security chief. So that's me. Somebody's probably gonna report me right now. Missing Nuka-Cola cherry. Just because we're leaving doesn't give any of you the right to steal from my stash of Nuka-Cola cherry. I've been rationing those bottles for over 20 years. If I catch any of you, so help me God, there will be consequences. About my reassignment. I realize that it may seem trivial in light of present circumstances, but I would greatly appreciate my reassignment being processed before Reclamation Day. I have worked many years to pass all written, verbal, and physical tests to become a sanitation engineer. I have a doctorate of engineering from GSU, and I don't want to end my tenure at our Vault 76 as a soda jerk. Please, let me have the accolades I have earned. Thanks in advance. Purge all records. Vault-Tech's reclamation procedure is very clear. All records must be purged before our day. To be clear, after Reclamation Day, there will be no personnel department. There will be no Vault 76. Hell, I haven't seen a single person yet. Any of the projects you're in the middle of are done. If you, for some reason, can't find the time to erase your files, I'll send someone over to do it for you. You can bring it up to the overseer if you'd like. Personnel files. Deleted. Deleted. Yep. Unsaved work. So some of the humor in this is just dry and hard to catch, but basically you have somebody who is a doctorate of applied communications at Cambridge, and and before the vaults and before the war, he was a White House communication director, and now he's a barber. So
Remember one of Vault-Tech's many mottos.
I'm gonna equip that and take a pen. You never know when you'll need it. All right. What's this? Pick a job that's special to you. Which one of those? Probably educators. I was gonna say, which one of those would I do? Probably would do education. Educator. Right. Nobody bothered to wake me up. All right, so here's a skill check, but in this case, required skill is 0 and my skill is 0. So I can access it. So I love doing these things. It's kind of like what's that online game that was kind of hot for a second? You do the guess, it'll tell you how many letters are correct, and then you narrow it down. Oh wow, 2 out of 2. So one letter is correct. No. No. I'm gonna just it might be this one. Yep. Okay. Vault 76 security instructions. Vault 76 is one of the most highly valuable and important vaults in our network. As such, these orders must be obeyed at all costs. The future of America is at stake. Upon receiving the activation notice, your team is authorized to use lethal force. Any obstacle or threat that stands between you and getting vault residents safely inside the vault must be dealt with decisively. So this is before the war. Only authorized residents are allowed inside. All other personnel should be considered enemy combatants. The Overseer has special instruction. After the activation notice, as soon as the entry procedures are complete, your team must stow all weapons in the specified containers. Further orders will then be dispensed. I haven't gotten a weapon, so am I gonna go I don't remember if I am supposed to have a weapon, but I haven't seen any. Trust your overseer. Obey your overseer. Know that each and every member of your team was selected specifically for this assignment because of Vault Tech's faith in you. If you work together, you will succeed. Incident reports. Drunk and disorderly. Jill caught M. Thompson singing loudly during the night cycle. He got into the reclamation party stores and borrowed a six-pack. The rules say the theft mandates lockdown, but what's the point? In 2 days, everyone's out anyhow. Threw Thompson in the holding cell to sleep it off. Nakamura investigated a complaint filed by our old friend Jake. Jake claimed that E. Jefferson shoved him with intent to commit bodily injury. Nakamura found a witness and Jake was gently shoved out of the way after he was laying into Jefferson about being an ineffectual ass. Asked the chief whether we could nail Jake for filing a false report. Chief said that Jake technically was assaulted though, so it's dropped. God, I hate lawyers. And there's an unauthorized access investigation where a terminal was hacked. Sandy investigated and we've got no idea who did it. The reclamation files were accessed, however, which has the chief furious. What does he expect? Half the Ressies are goddamn geniuses. How are we supposed to keep them out of restricted files? Double up the shifts so we have more eyes out there, like that'll help. Theft investigated. So another claim from Jake, again, sent Nakamura over. She's the only one that doesn't want to strangle the guy. Jake claims he's missing 1 box of sugar bombs from his room. He's demanding we investigate it. 1 box of sugar bombs, told Nakamura to drop the investigation. With reclamation coming, we have far more important things to do. Security logs. Final entry. 25 years of service, no killed in actions, and one hell of a send-off. I made one last plea to arm the Ressies before we open. Denied. My solemn hope is generations from now visitors will come to 76 and read this and know how dedicated their forefathers were, how we regrew America from the ashes. But I must admit, I'm afraid as well. If some of the experiments in the other vaults go wrong, it can give you nightmares. And that's only the things I know about. If we can only stick together, work together, I think we stand a chance. Had to lock down Casey for blabbing about the activation notice. The cat's already out of the bag, but orders are orders. Procedure is we announce tomorrow, but you can feel the excitement. The team keeps asking what to expect out there. The nukes knocked out our external sensors, so we're blind. Only the secondary Geiger counters are operational. Scuttlebutt gone wild. Lots of whispering of who's grouping up with who after reclamation. I worry that the biggest threat to the project isn't any threats we'll face out there, it's from within. The Ressies are a formidable lot, but give them free rein and Lord help us. Team tore through the activation notice checklist, logs were wiped, non-essential gear secured, reclamation packages acquired, etc. The whole procedure went down in record time, like we've been practicing for years. Some grumbling about unleashing the Ressies without the Overseer keeping them in check, but overall, a good performance. Alright. So, I mean, there's not anything in there that we desperately need to know. Like, you can play this game without reading through a lot of the stuff, but it is good world building. Yeah, and it's part of the lore. It fleshes out what's happening, what happened. It gives you some character insight, especially in regards to the Overseer's motives and, you know, Is the Overseer even someone we should trust? I think that's a good question.
Goodbye.
Probably in every Fallout game.
Ciao. Arrivederci.
So I don't...
Auf Wiedersehen.
I didn't...
Vaya con Dios. Buen viaje.
I didn't have a weapon. So I don't... I mean, here goes nothing. Oh... So now you have the option to start the game at level 20. And what that'll do is that'll skip you forward. When I first played, I didn't have that option. But what I'm going to do in this playthrough is I'm going to stay at my current level. I'm not going to skip forward. I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. So now this is where you can pick your loadouts, and you do have the opportunity to mess with these later and adjust them and change your perks and things like that. But this is good for right now to at least kind of level set what my character is going to be, I guess, aiming for stats wise. So pistols. I think I'm going to do inspirational. Now that says I get extra experience if I team up with somebody else. So unless I'm teamed up with somebody else, I can't really take advantage of that. So one thing I will have to do is join a team, and like I explained before, it's not mandatory. You can play this game without ever teaming up with somebody else. You can totally play this game solo. Level 2. So is that my perk for level 2? Let's see. Yeah. I guess one thing I can do is I can go through my Pip-Boy really quick. So we have our stats screen. We can see these boxes around the Vault Boy. And those boxes are indications of health for body parts. We can see stats boosts on the left, stats effects. So if we want to look closer at them, we have well tuned. I think that's the one I got for playing the guitar. So that gives me a regen bonus. There's something from being well fed, from being fully fed. Well, vault fed is, I think, having been in the vault. So that's its own unique perk, I think, for people just starting off. Like, you have 2 hours where you don't have to eat or drink coming out of the vault. So, and then there's the, 100% boost for being fully fed and fully hydrated. We can see our hit points in the lower left. We can see our progress to our next level, the middle, and then our AP, I think that's attack points, but our action points, those are what you use in battle if you want to use action points. And then we can see my special stats. So special is strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. And throughout the game, as you level up or as you get different bonuses, you'll see these stats go up, and those will have an impact on your character and how your character is able to perform in various scenarios. This is a cool little collection counter for any nerds that want to know how many of different things they've collected. We have an item screen, and right now you can see I don't really have much. That will definitely change. This is a game of looting and collecting, so I will be picking up probably everything I see. And as you equip different armor and apparel and weapons, you will see that reflected on your character. So it's always fun to play with the the look of your character. If there's a square next to the item name, then that means it's equipped. So right now I'm carrying the 10mm pistol. You can see which armor I have equipped. I have a different piece of armor on each of those body parts. I'm wearing glasses, the party hat. I have a backpack, and I'm wearing the jumpsuit from the vault. So I look like I just got straight out of the vault. Anyone that sees me walking around is going to know. I think they'll see my level too, but I look straight out of the vault right now. Different foods and drinks. If you notice, actually these are all like packaged, but if you cook food in the game, or pick up things like different meats and stuff like that, you will see an extra row on there to indicate how long shelf life it has before it goes bad. So once it goes bad, it's not going to give you the same benefits. And then you can see these that say rads, and that's radiation. So you can basically take radiation damage, which cuts into your normal hit points, and it lowers the total available hit points that your character has. We have our aid items. We have miscellaneous items, and other stuff. So we'll touch on all that as we play. We can keep track of our quests here on the data tab, so we can see main quests, and as we interact with the characters in the world, we'll get side quests. There are daily quests that you can perform each day of gaming, of logging in. And then there are different events. Radio, like I said earlier, I've disabled the music, so those aren't going to really come in handy. There are certain things like the responders camp signal that actually there aren't, it's not music radio station, it's more for broadcasts and alerts. So listening to things like that will help guide you to civilization and people that are trying to contact you. What else did I forget? Oh, the bottom left here on the item tab, that's our weight. So based on our strength and special, that will affect how much we can carry. So right now I have 72 pounds of stuff on me, and that's everything from your weapons to your armor to the junk, and everything that you pick up has a weight. And on the right side is the total weight. So I probably will not, I'm thinking I probably won't put anything into strength. So for a while I'm going to be pretty lean, and I'm going to want to boost my strength stats by, I don't know, doing other things in order to get that weight up. But there are some ways to deal with that, and yeah, you'll see as I go through. The Wayward, opening soon. Food, drinks, rooms, refuge, conveniently located at the corner of Route 86 and Route 88. All kinds welcome. So I'm very familiar with the Wayward, and that is, I say that and I'm like, where is it? It should be right here. So how do I put the marker down on this one? Right there. So that's our destination. This is kind of like the closest safe. Oops, I gotta get used to this controller. It's super sensitive, but this is a really good spot to head to first when playing Fallout 76. It's a really good place to build your camp. In fact, we just saw somebody's camp and it disappeared a second ago. There's some good quests that start off there, and yeah, it's overall just a really good spot to start. So I put that on my map, and you can see in the bottom of the screen, you can see where my pin is. So straight that way, I will have to trek to get to the Wayward, and it'll be well worth it. Now, if we turn and we look, there's some other icons at the bottom. Oh, we got some people over here. Those icons that are just outlined have not yet been discovered by me. So as you get to them, you get experience points for discovering new locations. So that encourages exploration. But then it'll also become highlighted, and it's a lot easier to navigate. You'll slowly see them pop up on this map. So right now we don't see anything over here, but once we get there, we'll see the Wayward pop up, and it'll be very easy to read. And in fact, you know, after exploring for a while, you have all kinds of new icons showing all sorts of places on here. One other thing to note is that if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see that house is sort of larger than this, I guess, like factory symbol or farm symbol. I forgot what it was, refinery or something like that. This house is a little larger, and the outline has a subtle like brightness to it. That means that this location is closer to me than this one. So there are things like that you can infer. Then the yellow dots are characters. So let's see what Pennington has to say.
Those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil?
Let's see here. You sound like you think they're up to something.
I've been keeping watch here long enough to have learned that outside the vault, people don't always have one's best intentions at heart. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth.
Have you seen the Overseer?
Well, yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right.
What's been going on out here?
Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out at the vault, and otherwise reveled in Appalachia's natural splendor. But very recently, it seems people have come back to Appalachia. Those two and more to boot. The non-vault sort, you understand. It's all very concerning. Who knows what they might be up to?
Any idea what those two are doing up here?
Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening. But I'm not sure if she believed me.
Alright, I ought to be on my way then.
Do be careful out there, sir.
Alright, so I'm trying to... God, it's been months since I played this. I don't remember. Okay, so this pulls my gun out. That puts it away. Okay, that is it's called VATS. All right, that's my health. Okay. All right, let's see here. I don't think this is gonna go well.
To be a way in there.
They're gonna see me walking up dressed like straight out of the vault. Hey, Lacey.
Whoa.
No, I don't know her name.
Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open?
It's probably empty now. Doubt anyone's still in there.
Son of a bitch, we missed our chance. We really needed that. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place?
Yeah,
The
it's,
bar down the
that's
road.
where I'm heading.
So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around.
The big what?
You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure.
I think you may have gotten some bad information.
But
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose.
Yep.
Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
Okay, so here I have a stats boost on charisma. So I'm gonna ask that one. So because I get a little bit of a special option. Smart, capable person like yourself probably brought a spare weapon up here, no? One she might share.
Oh, now that you mention it, I guess I could spare these.
Okay, cool.
Here.
Pipe pistol. I think the gun I had was better. I'll have to check. What else can you tell me about this treasure?
Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much. Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio's come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Monsters or no?
Guy we met at the Wayward.
Monsters.
Carter, I think was his name. He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something of them.
What can you tell me about this area?
About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
Things.
Scorched.
They're
The
merciless.
scorched.
They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire.
What's the world like out there?
We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable, well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. But it's better than where we've been.
Did you see another vault dweller go by? An overseer?
If your overseer crossed our path, she sure wasn't broadcasting it. Sorry. You might ask at the Wayward. Seems like they set themselves up to be a natural stopping point.
That's where I was headed. Oh, I do want to apologize. If you hear the clicks on this controller that I got, it's very clicky. I tried to do a noise gate here on my microphone to silence it, but I don't think that worked.
Watch yourself out there.
All right, let's take a look and see what they gave us. So there's a pipe pistol. Oops. Yeah, their pipe pistol that they gave me is not as good as the gun I already had. But it's fine. I can sell it. Oh, it's a 38 also, so it takes different ammunition. I'll stick with the one I had. There was a note over here that I saw. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. I'll take all of it and sell what I don't need. Welcome to the wasteland. Hell of a place, isn't it? There's a lot of danger and a lot of excitement waiting for you. I got some help when I first stepped into this big, beautiful, irradiated world. I figure you deserve the same. So in that spirit, I built a little box for gift giving. A place for the haves to leave something for the have-nots. If you see something you want, take it. If not, well, you'll survive. Good luck out there. Your friendly neighborhood wastelander. Alright, so if we look at my map now, we'll see the Wayward. And what do you know? It's right where I pegged it. So that's where we're heading. Cool. Already knew. I can go straight there. But curiosity... Oh, what have we here? So now this is what's called VATS mode. And VATS is a targeting mode that allows me to get like, I don't know, like special targeting skills. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like, I don't want to say bullet time from from the Matrix, but because it doesn't necessarily slow down the game. It used to in the other Fallout games, but because this is a living, breathing world that really doesn't pause because other people are in it, it doesn't really affect, you know, the movement. But it lets you target specific points on the body, and when you use VATS, depending on your build, you can get extra like stat multipliers and criticals and different things like that. I'm so not used to using a pistol in this game. I love the commando build and the rifles. So it's been a long time since I've had to use a basic gun on this game. Look at that scenery. So can you imagine going into the vaults and, you know, going up here and seeing that? It's pretty cool. How do I... Oh, there we go. Again, I loot everything in the early game because even what's not useful now, I could sell or I can break it down for scrap. My gun does not have a silencer on it, so... Oh. So I ran out of action points, and I lost the ability to use VATS. Oops. See what's going on up here. Oh, there's another person. Another player. Alright, now I'm gonna head to the Wayward. Oops. I forgot how to do the emoticons. I could give that guy a thumbs up. Wait, let me see. Is it down? No. Oh yeah, it is. Do like a thumbs up. I'm going to take the road, an actual like path, because that might be safer. And any cool flowers like this I'm gonna harvest also, because that will come in handy. Oh, you know what? My, let me look at my settings here for audio. turning voice chat mode off. Now is where I'm going to do the what's this? I'm going to join a public team so that way I get the stats boost. I'm gonna just create a new one. Casual. So if you create a casual team, then you get the benefit of bonus intelligence, and bonus intelligence means you get even more XP. So I will do this, see if anyone joins. You don't have to interact with them. You don't have to do anything. I think you can change. Well, let me change my icon also. Menu. How do you do this? I think you go to the shops and oh, that's cool. All right. I want this one. So that's going to be my guy. Okay. So at the bottom we can see the team, or the bottom left we can see the team that I'm on. I get a 1 times intelligence bonus. And we can see the star, meaning that like I'm the team leader. It's just me on the team for now. And if people join, I don't have to I don't even have to do anything. They can join and be on the team and oh shit. They can join and be on the team and we just do our own separate things. We don't even have to see each other or any of that. So again, I'm only saying that for the people who are sitting on the fence thinking, oh, it's a MMO and I don't want to play an MMO. You can be on your own with this. What is this guy? Settler. So the settlers are cool. They are safe. If you go up to people and it says like raider, that's a different story.
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation. Oh, nice to finally see a friendly face.
You don't see anything. You're not even looking at me. Likewise.
It gets lonely out. It's go time.
Oh shit. Oh, what the hell? I think the action north might be... Oh no, it's not. So we can see other players on this map. So here's the guy that we saw, Vane Minotaur. He's right over here somewhere. Oh wait, there he is. Give him a thumbs up.
If we could expand our area all the way out here, the raiders don't have a chance.
He looked like he was about to pull his gun on me.
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Collect wood. So that was an achievement. You can cook. You need stuff to cook with though. And yeah.
It's just about time to eat.
For anyone that might be watching this, if you haven't seen the video that I made, the first video that kind of introduces, doesn't really introduce myself, but I talked about the fact that I'm playing for the sake of like exploration. I'm not about like building some OP character and you know, this is not a sprint to try and finish the missions. I've already done that, so this is really just immersing myself in the world with a new playthrough. I mean, I got to the point where my character was just, it was OP, and not that it took the fun away from it, but it's just nice to start over. And I think when you don't have the safety net of a strong character, it, you know, it changes the way you explore and see the game. So right now everything is a threat to me. I know there are areas of this map that I cannot explore because I will die. And you know, I guess the thing that sucks about it is I wish that I could remove those memories so that way I would forget what's safe and what's not and things like that. But it is what it is. It's still a great game. Here is a Protectron, and this one is
Lumberjack Protectron.
the Lumberjack.
Desirable.
Cool.
Product, but has no use for them.
One thing I would encourage people, if they are looking to fully explore the game, is to try and not explore places until you're ready to explore it. So for example, this place is out. Do I have, hold on, let me make sure that that no one's gonna fight me. There is a thing in the menu where you can turn off, I think it's by default, but let me see here. Would it be in game? Hold on a second. Controls.
Must chop
Well,
wood forever.
I think it's set so that if somebody attacks you, you don't engage in like PvP unless you fight back. At least that's how it is on PlayStation. But what I was getting at is with this building, I don't really know what's over here, what awaits me, what horrors await me if I go in there. And I'm not really ready for a full battle with the gear that I have. So rather than go to this place and then I unlock it on my map, which means I might forget about it later, I think what I'll do is I will just walk past it and I'll just keep my sights set on visiting the Wayward. There is a guy over here, scavenger. Yeah, I'll go pay this guy a visit too. Why not? This looks safer than that building. The wood comes in handy in building your base. So
I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
ooh, squirrel. Look at that thing.
You want a real drink? Hit up the Wayward. Tell
Oh
them
yeah,
I sent you.
everybody. So everybody is guiding you to the Wayward. So even though I said at the beginning, like, yeah, this is where I gotta go, that's probably why it's in my head, because literally every character is just talking about going to the Wayward, and you have
Scorch of the Ferals don't get you.
you have full freedom to do whatever you want, and there's not any hand holding in that regard. But they do make it clear what areas are probably the best to start off with. There was a pop-up that said new quest or something. So if we go to my Pip-Boy, there was a side quest, Investigate the corpse at the isolated cabin. So I'm going to guess that this is the isolated cabin, and it's a lot smaller than that warehouse was, so I think this might be safe to explore. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. So now we're gonna see the icon change on the bottom of the screen once I discover the location. Any second now. There we go. So now it's unlocked, and now when we look at our map, oops, we're going to see that icon pop up. And in this case, there is this little square that you can toggle, and that will activate the quest, and it'll show visible on the upper right hand HUD screen right here. It says miscellaneous, investigate the corpse of the isolated cabin. So that's one way to easily track your progress for your quests. I've seen people with 1,000,000 quests on the upper corner of the screen. To me, that just gets to be too busy, and I like to keep it at like 1 or 2 at a time, just personally. But you can do whatever you want. All right, so here we go. Oh, this is look at his outfit. So he's a Vault 51 overseer. So that's a different vault. And he had a checklist. Distract him, stash the rest of the supplies, jump in the other crate, pray to God I survive, find anyone from 76, kill Zax. And I got some supply list. Okay. So interesting. That means there is another vault around here. That's some world building, slow world building. That there's another vault, and there are people from that vault, at least the overseer, looking for people from my vault. Kind of interesting. Sometimes if you hear gunshots, you can always look to see if there's another player in the vicinity. So I hear some gunshots coming from this north area, but I don't see anybody on the map. People look like these like yellow dots, or like light yellow dots. There's no one over here. So that gunfire that I hear are not player characters, and sometimes that might lead you to stumbling on enemies much larger than yourself. So I would say, starting off, when you hear gunfire like that, it's probably a good thing to stay away if you are sure it's not another player. Here's a safe that I can unlock because my skill equals the required skill. Now for this, you just kind of have to feel it out. It's something that you just kind of get used to as you play it. All right. And when you unlock those things, in addition to getting some cool loot, you also get experience. So that's always good. And because I'm on a team, even though I'm on the team by myself, I do have a bonus to the experience that I get. So again, you don't have to play with people, but you can be on a team and get the perks that are associated with it. I've decided to stay a little bit away from that road. Again, my memory, I know what's there. It's like these like robots things, and right now I'm just focused on getting to the Wayward and starting this off. Oh, they got some ghouls over here. All right. And yeah, there are a lot of people that over the years have asked me, why do you like Fallout? Because I'm not really a gamer. Oops. See one of those robots right now. Where are they fighting? Oh, they're coming towards me. Okay. Oh, they're shooting a squirrel. Okay, they don't know I'm here. It's fine. But people have said, why Fallout? And it's just the attention to detail. I love the way the world looks. I love the exploration factor. I love these little things. Like, I don't know. To me, this reminds me of Beetlejuice. When they kind of go off, when that dog, and then they die. Anyway, it's a couple, and they met an unfortunate demise here. And oh, this ghoul, is he alive? Oh, he is. But again, it's a lived-in world where you just come across things like this, and to me that makes it an exciting world. It's a sad world. There's some humor, but it's also exciting. So the overseer said that she left something for me, and we will find that over here. The overseer's cache. There's some plans and some ammo and all kinds of stuff in here. Cool. Now, if you get the Fallout First subscription, they actually put your ability to stash items behind a paywall. So there is a monthly fee to get access to a stash, and what that does is it allows you from being over encumbered and too heavy with the loot that you will need to pick up and carry around. So you can get this stash, and you can, for example, right now in the lower left, you see that I weigh 156 pounds out of 165 total. But what I can do is I can store all the junk, and the junk is used to break down and craft components for your base, pretty much. So if I store all that stuff in my stash box, it automatically reduced my carry weight by quite a bit. So that's one thing that you can do to alleviate the stress and strain. I'm wondering if I can I break down all of my junk at this table, even though I stashed it? I forgot. Exit. I don't remember how to do this. Do I have to have it all on me? Let me see here. Let me put it all back on my body. I don't remember. Oh, store all junk. No, I don't want to do that. I'll put it back in there. Okay. Let's see. Scrap items. No. Yeah, I don't remember how to do it. Maybe it is just store all junk. Yeah, we'll stick with that for now. There was something that I can craft here for being a Fallout First member. I can craft a Ranger armor helmet. I can also craft a Ranger armor outfit. Let's take a look. So this requires 3 cloth and I currently have 34 cloth. So where it's getting the cloth from are from all of those junk items that I stashed. There are, for every item in your junk, like this Abraxo cleaner, pretty much each of these items breaks down into craftable components. So this Abraxo cleaner basically breaks down into 1 unit of acid and 2 units of antiseptic. Those cloth, what's giving me the cloth here? Cloth. So this pre-war money, it's essentially useless now because the currency is bottle caps. And this pre-war money, I think you can sell it for just like a really small fee. There is a game where, I don't know if it's this one, but there's a game where a character collects pre-war money. But here it's taking each pre-war money, and you can convert that into 1 unit of cloth. So when this says, when I go to craft, that I have like 34 units of cloth, that's where it's coming from, is from all my junk. And so in this case, I have a lot to spare, and it's a pretty cool helmet. It says it prevents damage and disease from airborne hazards. So why not, right? So I'm going to build myself a Ranger armor helmet. And all of those light armor pieces, I think, are the same as what I'm already wearing. So there's no use in crafting those again. Here we have 2 armors. So this one that has a little atomic symbol next to it, that's something that I got in the atomic shop. So when you're playing the game, there are, I think you may have seen at the beginning if you were watching, but the atomic shop has, I mean, it's a shop. You can buy outfits and things for your characters with in-game points. And if you run out of those points, then yeah, you can buy points to buy the stuff. But every day there's free items, and so this is, I haven't bought anything yet. So this is a free item that, should I want to, I can build this. But you know what? This Ranger armor is much cooler, and I have all of the required components plus a lot more extra left over. So I'm going to go ahead and build that. And we can take this, how do you change the camera? I don't remember. This, there we go. So my guy looks a little naive and ridiculous. So let's get him squared away with something cool. So how's this look? Boom. The backpack though, is, you know, it's not the best, but we'll get there eventually. What else can we do? So this is the armor workbench. Modify. One thing that we can see is we can see damage on the left side. There's that condition little meter. So these are not full. Oh, this one is almost gone. So basically, once the condition runs out, it's basically useless, and you have to continue to repair these items to keep them in good condition. As they run down, their ability to protect runs down as well. So that's something that from time to time you just have to continue to pay attention to. You can see that these two don't have the condition meter, so those are not affected by that. Let's see here. Modify. there are different backpack types, and there's like little modifications you can add on, and little like stuffed animals that you can hang off of your backpack as well. So, but I don't have anything like that on this playthrough quite yet. Hello. While he's at that table, I'm gonna go to the Wayward. So we can see, was this here before? Donations box. I don't remember this. The Wayward. This is the, like, it's painted like a cow, and it's named Bessie. And this is like a protectron for the Brahmin, which these are the Brahmin. They're two-headed. But Bessie is here to protect the livestock. And the other nice thing about the Wayward starting off is they have some machines for medical supplies, ammunition vending machine. They have this this water. I think they had a water thing over here. Oh, right here. Water purifier. There's tons of corn for making food and stuff. So it's just a really good spot. I think they designed that very well. So we're gonna go in here. You can see now in the lower left that I do have somebody that's on my team. So now I get a ×2 bonus. And yeah. So it says team only interior, a private area that is unique to your character. Only you and your teammates can be in this interior. So it's kind of like a reserved interior for, like you're not going to run into players from another team when you go in. So let's see here. So this place has all kinds of loot. And, you know, later on in the game, you won't loot as much because you just get to the point where you have so much loot that you just don't need anymore. And you start to earn it really quick. But the early game, the loot's pretty important in terms of like crafting components and stuff. Okay, 10 seconds. What's going on with this guy?
Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you?
Why don't you put the gun down, friend? You're outnumbered. Let's talk.
Outnumbered? Shit. Fine. But don't think this is the end.
Okay.
Only for you, honey. No one pulls a gun on me in my bar. Mort, get out here.
Yeah, what, Duchess?
Jesus! You let one of those monsters in here?
Hey, you want to see if there's a tomorrow?
Then I want you to tell me where you and the rest of your numbskull crew is hiding out.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
Mort, what was that?
Called me a monster. Alright, what? He was gonna kill us.
You know, we could have asked him some questions.
Oh, you know what? It's safer this way anyway.
I suppose.
Alright, well.
Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
What was that all about? He said something about a treasure. Actually, that's what those two girls were talking about, too.
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business.
You looking for help dealing with these thugs?
Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
Okay, I'll help you.
That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
You want me to pretend to be Crane, don't you?
Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just...
She's wearing Levi's. Well, she doesn't have the red tab, but...
Architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
Sure, I know how to build structures from schematics.
That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it.
I like that
Now,
tank top logo.
Ready to get this show on the road?
Let's do it. Construction, scrapping, and dealing with thugs? You're gonna need to pay more for all that. Oh, so that... Yeah, let's do
It is
it.
a lot to ask. Fine. I could do 75. But that's as high as I'll go. That means you're up to the task?
I did want to ask, you haven't seen the Overseer of Vault 76, have you?
Overseer, huh? So you must be the one. No.
Oh yeah, I changed my outfit.
But I have heard her. My people found a tape just on the other side of the road that it seems she left behind for one of her dwellers. Though it's a bit out of date now. Maybe it was waiting there for you. Happy to give it to you. So long as you're still willing to help us.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The Wayward gets left alone. And here, that Overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in... self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
That was a dig, right? All right. Let's see what else I can... So other Fallout games have like a red icon when you go, or the text is in red when you go to loot certain places, and in that case you could get you can cause trouble for looting. But I don't think there's anything like that in this game. I think it's just like you're pretty up to loot whatever you want. And so I wonder, like, in the, you know, if we were to just like explain this game as being real, I wonder what they think of me just like walking around here and just grabbing like literally just like looting everything. So I guess it takes away some of the realism, but what can you do? It's a game. Let me talk to this dude.
Glad to hear Vault-Tec actually took care of some of their people. You hear these rumors, right, about them just throwing folks to the wolves. Here's some rations and a fancy suit. Good luck. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now. Because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you?
Can I ask what happened to you? And I was very straight.
The hard way, I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry. Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday.
Oh, what's going on with her face?
I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind. And it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering in the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlocked the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us ghouls. Not the most flattering name, but still beats being vaporized.
What's it like being a ghoul?
I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a spring breeze. Also, means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a TV dinner. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? Head to toe disfiguration. There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are sane. Not sure how it happens. Why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I turned, there's always this nagging feeling just at the back of my mind that I will have to feast on humans. Raw! Seriously? Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend it as a lifestyle choice.
Okay. Noted. So what's your job here?
Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, they come to me. Rats? They don't bother me anymore. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink and doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation could ever ask for. Of course, sitting around looking like hamburger ain't all I do. Plans work out, I'll have all the drinking money I could ever need. But that ain't what you came here to talk about. Was there something else?
Yeah. You killed that man.
I did, and your eyes still work in case that's the reason you're bringing up the obvious. Look, the world's hard now. Better you learn that lesson real fast.
All right. So I was looking at this. All of the tin cans come in handy. So collect those when you see them. I'm really bummed that you can't transfer like your PlayStation account to the PC, because I had so many cool items for my camp. Okay, Here we go. So here's a safe. It requires skill of 2, and my skill is 0, so I can't even access it if I want. You can also see in the upper right-hand corner, there's quite a few different quests now up there. If I want to maintain it, I can clear some of those out. And then if you look in the lower left, I have a new person on my team. And the red on their health bar is radiation. And some players that usually want to go with like the higher stats and better builds will give their characters skills that allow them to gain more power if they have more radiation. The drawback of they have less health, but in that case usually they have a lot of stat bonuses that allow them to dodge or nullify damage, and so it's kind of a trade-off. All right, so what's going on? It's just loud. I am going to build my camp. So it says, read the plan crane treasure hunting sign schematics from your inventory. So we're going to read that. There's these other plans. I'm going to read those as well. And this recipe. Okay. I can, I think, craft a better backpack now. Let me see what I have. So select backpack. So at the top of the screen, it says small backpack plus 5 carry weight. So that's the stats bonus. If you look at the left, it says carry weight will go up, and it'll be 5. So it'll add additional carry weight if I have this backpack compared to the one that I currently have. So I'm going to want to do that. I'm going to build this backpack. And then, did I get something else? I wasn't paying attention. But let me equip that new backpack. Oh, you know what? So the Vault-Tec survival backpack already had a carry weight of 5. And this one does too. So it's really just going to be a cosmetic change. So, oops. Oops. I forgot how I... No. I did it earlier. Oh, there we go. Now you can see my backpack looks a lot more geared towards my outfit. So I'm happy with that for now. But what we're going to do is we're going to... It says listen to Overseer's log camp. So this is going to be the recording that lady gave me.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but mutated animals, haywire bots, no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault-Tec was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt her recording, but there was a point where I picked something up and my character went, and you can see now that the weight limit is in red. So I'm currently carrying 171 pounds out of my allotted 165. So I'm over encumbered, and when that happens, my character can't run. And actually, as I'm just regular walking, you can see in the lower right hand corner that my action points are dropping. So the best thing to do is to not be over encumbered. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build a camp. That looks like somebody already built a camp over there though. So I don't know if I'm able to build it as close. We're gonna try it out and see here. Oh wait, what's the button on? Place my camp. I need to see what the button is on this. What is this? What button is that? Is that the home button? All right, let me see if I don't know what button that is. Nope. Nope. No. Let me log back in. That happened just as I pressed the button under my controller. So maybe that's, I mean, I don't know why that would disconnect me, but all right, let me see here. What button is it? That's point of view. That's map. I'm gonna assign that button and see if that'll do it. No, that's not what I wanted. Pip-Boy is B. What is this? Why isn't it letting me reassign it? Can I just press like spacebar on my No. Aim, block, bash, grenade, activate. Shoot. Yeah, I don't know. What button is this? Map. Do I have to... Oh, there we go. So I don't have the clear to put my camp where I want to. You know what? Let me come back to this. Let me stash my junk. Okay. Okay, so I don't have any space over here that I can put my camp. Oh, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to build, we want to do this guy. Yep, we're going to just do it right here. Easy peasy.
Broadcast tape issued. Please deposit data tape into any relay system terminal. Target marked.
Load broadcast to enter radio tower and activate the connection. Weapons. Build a weapons workbench. Weapons workbench is gonna go right here. Just for now. Now I need to go to a radio tower. Oops. And activate the connection. Oh, there's one right there. Okay. Let me see here if what I'm able to do. switch to modify. So I have this 10mm pistol, which has a damage of 15. I have this pipe bolt action pistol. That is the better gun, but the fire rate is very low. Modify. Okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna try that pipe bolt action pistol. Oh, and you know what? I get a level up. So I can choose a perk. And I think I'm going to choose perception, and I'm going to choose that won't help me now. Intelligence. Let's see here. Strength. Nope. I am going to do action points regenerate 15% faster for now. The good news is that with Fallout 76, you aren't stuck with what you have for perks. You can continue to swap them out, and then you can make different builds. Oops. You can make different builds with them, so is he sharing it? Oh yeah, he's sharing it. So I picked a perk that if you look in the lower left hand corner, one of my teammates is actually already sharing that perk with me.
A little bit of water won't send me back.
I don't know if it doubles.
I'm gonna join up and take on the wasteland.
Okay, you do that. Okay. There is like a little town over here that I don't necessarily want to go to. My site right now is just focused on getting to that tower. I'm gonna get to that tower. I'm going to craft those other two things that I need to craft, and then probably gonna call it a night on this playthrough. So let's see how fast I can get through this. Beginning the game, this area like that's immediately around the Wayward, it's pretty safe for the most part, so you don't have to really worry too much. There are a couple locations to be weary of, but for the most part the immediate vicinity is pretty safe. How do we get up here? Let's see if I still feel that way when I get up to the top. I do not remember what's up here. I kind of feel like there might be super mutants or something. I don't know. We can sneak. Oh no, there's just like these scorched guys. So I'm trying to remember, the crown means that they're like extra popular, or extra powerful, the leader, I guess. Get a sneak bonus. Ooh. I don't like that reload on there. It did say that the rate of fire was really small compared to my other gun. Oh shit. My VATS is like not doing it. Oh man. There was another one. Where is he? I'm like, what's that sound? Oh, it's the rain. I thought it was my computer. I'm like, holy cow. Alright, so this is an event in the game. Oh shit. So these guys carry, they're doing an event right now because it's like April Fool's Day. But pretty much those carry gifts, and with the gifts you can get really cool items. Let me see here. I'm gonna change that gun. I do not like it. It's just too slow. I got this legendary piece of armor. So if I compare that one with the one that I have, the stats for the most part are the same, but this one gives you plus 10 damage resistance and energy resistance, but while you're mutated. And I don't have any mutations, but if you do look, it gives me a luck of 1 extra. So I think in that regard, it's still a better choice. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that and wear it. And let's see what else is in here. Oh, this is where I was going. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, and then the gift. So the holiday gift. So you can open that. It gave me a toy alien, which is scrap, but it also gave me a super stim pack and another set of ammo rounds. That's always helpful. Getting close to my weight limit again. if you've played Fallout 3, New Vegas, or Fallout 4, that unlock mechanic is just pretty much the same thing. Alright, emergency management. Let's see here. Scorched detection communications. So Scorched were those monsters that I just defeated. But I'm gonna load the holotape in, and it is the broadcast tape. So activate transmitter connection.
Message uploaded. Initiating broadcast calls. Attention, all consumers. New business established. Please seek out Crane, Treasure Hunting, Incorporated, to exchange goods and services. Initiate tagline. Follow the sign. To fortune. Broadcast complete.
Okay. So it's calling out people to go to that little base that I built. And that's gonna lure some people. Oops, I don't want to drink that. Can never be too sure. Oh. No one's home. Okay, and there's a couple people over there. The nice thing is you with your camp, you can fast travel for free. So I don't even have to do my trek over there. I can just fast travel. And we're gonna wait to see who the sign draws in, it says.
Ray! You here?
Treasure hunter. Huh?
Whoa. You're not Crane. The hell's going on here?
You know Crane? He tell you anything about this treasure he found?
Crane found the treasure. Holy shit. Where is he?
Your guess is as good as mine. Last place he was spotted was this bar down the hill from Vault 76, the Wayward. I don't know why. It's like literally like right behind me. You know, look over my shoulder. He was seen in that place. This place over here. Wait. Over there.
Wayward, huh?
Yeah, it's like literally right there.
I pay the place a visit. Appreciate the tip.
It's not far.
Crane. Good luck out here.
Oh, what's this? This guy.
Crane? This it? Thought you were some kind of big shot. So, rumor is you've got information our boss wants. You tell me where this treasure is, and he's willing to leave you alone. Scout's honor.
Do I look like a Crane? I bet your name is Davy. Davy, you said you were gonna help me kill this one, right?
Excuse me?
How does this jerk know your name? You're working together.
What? No! Can't you see they're
No, wait, you guys were supposed to attack each other. What's going on? Oops. Why isn't it... I gotta work on that. Let me see. I thought stim packs you could just press. Oh, maybe I just gotta figure it out. Where's... There he is. Bring me crane. Dangerous. Allegedly not, but be careful. First person to get him to give up the location of the treasure gets a share of the overall take. Interesting. There was a little quest. So it says craft a piece of armor, craft a weapon. So let me do that before I go and talk to her. Oh, and I'll also, I'll cook something. Let's see here. So we're gonna do, carrot. Oh, you know what? What's a good one? I think the corn one is good. Let me get some corn. Alright. So we're gonna do corn soup. Glowing fungus soup. Grilled rad stag. Sugar. Carrot flower nectar. Just a fan of cooking. Okay. So that's an example of that. And then we want to craft a piece of armor and a weapon, so we can just do a quick board just to do that achievement, and then we can just do some cheap piece of armor. I'm not gonna use these, so oh, and even though I crafted that Fallout First, those Fallout First items, I don't think it counted. That, or I did it too soon, but it's fine. Let's just do another one. One other thing that I did not mention is we have on the map. So we can see a few things. So in the bottom left, there's this thing called Daily Ops. And the Daily Ops shows you like a daily operation that you can do with your team. It does say recommended level is over 50. So I won't be doing those for a while. We can see in the upper right hand corner there's challenges, and so these are broken into daily, weekly, there's character challenges, etc. And when you complete some of these challenges, you get different things. So if you get atoms for the completion, the atoms is what you can use in the Fallout shop. So you can use that to buy, you know, visual upgrades for your characters, or things for your camp, like the things that I said I've collected on my PS4 that now I've lost. Those can be purchased in the shop with the atoms. score is what you get to unlock the scoreboard, which I haven't taken a look at. But anyway, every season, if you are a Fallout First member, you can have access to unlocking a bunch of different things. I haven't even looked at any of this stuff. I heard that people weren't too happy with this season's items. I mean, I don't really care too much about the clothes. Like it just doesn't appeal to me. I'm more interested in stuff I can get for my shelter. So I think for this, like the rug, I would get for the shelter. I mean, I personally wouldn't want it, but that's an example of something you can get for your shelter. But this is interesting because the other seasons had these like game boards that you would move around the game board. So I think this is the first time that they've done this where it's like these pages, which is very interesting. This is cool, these little tiki statues. There's icons for your characters. You can unlock posters that you can hang in your camp. Ooh, a light ally. An ally is somebody that you can have stationed at your camp. And usually they come with some perks or a side quest or something. Yeah, I'm not too excited about these. But anyway, I don't have really much on this account to begin with, so I think anything is welcome. Oh, this is cool. The Autopsy Chemistry Workstation. And the Jersey Devil Shooting Gallery is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the first time that I have taken a look at these. I probably haven't played Fallout 76 in about a year. So, I'm a little bit behind on the last couple seasons. Okay, so anyway, as you unlock score, so you see these say score, that is what gives you the points to get those scoreboard pieces that I was just looking at. You can re-roll, and if you're not happy with what you have to do to get score, you can use your re-rolls to redo them. I don't know if that's a daily. You get 2 free rolls per day. I'm not too sure how that works. But you can see here that I have accomplished nothing today. Which means I miss out on all of these. So the goal is to kind of encourage players to log in every day and do just a couple things. I did craft 1 out of 5 for the armor. I can also scrap the piece of armor that I got. In fact, that's what I'll do here in a second. I probably won't be able to do any of these today. There's also the weekly ones, and I don't think there's anything for score in these. It's just scores for daily and weekly. Let me drop. Oh, you know what? I was gonna go in and talk to her. Did you clean up that dead body? Oh yeah, he's gone. Oh. My reception has been so funky. That's why I'm not streaming this live.
Well,
there we go.
You don't look too worse for wear. You managed to figure out where those miscreants are hiding?
I did. Sounds like they're headquartered at West Virginia Lumber Company.
Fantastic. So that's where their boss will be. You just need to...
Wait, West Virginia lumber?
Mm-hmm.
That is not right. You misheard them for sure.
No.
And that's of concern. Why, exactly?
Was wandering up that way not too far back. The lumber company? That place was overrun with a bunch of those big green bastards. Mutants. You've seen those Frankensteins. If this gang was able to clean those things out of the mill, Duchess, these guys might be tougher than advertised.
You got any recommendations on how you'd proceed?
She keeps doing that weird thing with her, like, neck. When I was talking to him and I looked over at her, she was... Oh, man. Did it again. So they added this feature not too long ago. Maybe it was a year ago, where you could log back in after you're disconnected and rejoin your team within, a certain amount of time. So that was really cool, because before that you would have just been completely out of luck and you'd have to join a different server. But at least here I can jump back in. I don't keep my bonuses though. That's the only problem. And you'll see, so if you look at the bottom left where the team members are, there are those bars that are slowly filling with blue. As you fill those up, then you unlock like a ×2 bonus and a ×3 bonus. So...
Well, you don't look too worse.
Okay, we can skip that. It sounds like
Fantastic.
lumber company.
Wait.
And that's of concern.
Was wandering up that way not too far back. The lumber...
Mutants, we
You've
got
seen
that.
those Frankensteins.
Frankensteins.
You got...
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't go in guns blazing, unless you got some big guns.
I don't.
You could try and luck your way inside, maybe see if they want to talk to you. But there was this family I ran into up that way that I'm sure has had to deal with them already. There was also this, let's say, special scrapper who was making some pretty bold claims about his knowledge of the mill. Wouldn't be a bad idea to check in with either of them.
Tell me about this family.
You'll find them at Anchor Farm if these thugs haven't already run them off. But if they are still there, well, they probably managed to work something out with them. Hey, it couldn't hurt to find out what it was.
Tell me about the scrapper.
Found him living in the stalls at Tyler County Fairground. Guy kept claiming he knew the best way to run the mutants out of the mill. But listen, I couldn't get him to spill how. Probably have a better chance he'll share what he learned with someone who still has an entire face.
I think I've got everything.
Well, that's a good thing, because that's all I've got. If you haven't already explored up that way, the fastest route back would be via Vault 76 and trekking north from there. And take care of yourself, all right? You're doing us a big one here.
Okay. So we got a number of options, and in the process we also unlocked the fairgrounds here, so we can see. I mean, we can't fast travel to a place that you haven't gone to, but we can see there's like an active icon. I don't know what I was thinking with that, like, white under eye makeup. Oh, you know what? Let's do this as I leave. As I end the playthrough for today. I want to sell a bunch of stuff. So let's do that. Let's trade. And I'm gonna sell all of the crap that I don't need. That's that slow one. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. I didn't like it. Alright, I'm not getting much. One thing about this condition, so it's I forgot the name of it, but it's actually a stronger condition. If you look at that yellow bar, there's like a little white bar inside of it. So that means it's even more durable than the regular ones. But you know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that. So I'm going to sell the left arm that I'm wearing. And then I'm going to have to switch out that one because that's a better deal there. Right. Yeah, like I said, not getting much here. Jeez, that's a lot of water. A lot of stim packs too. Ghoul Slayer's robot chess piece. Do I get a shotgun? No, I don't have enough. Well, the only difference is the condition. I'm thinking, do I have the... Oh, I only have 5 shells. I'm gonna come back. Come back. All right. So the last thing I'm going to do is drop off my junk. So that way when I start, I'm gonna weigh less and I'm not gonna have to worry so much about the stuff that I'm hauling around. And with that said, that is the first couple hours of leaving Vault 70. You can tell I'm tired already. But that was the first couple hours of leaving Vault 76 in Fallout 76. Next we return, we will discover that direction, which is gonna take me over to Flatwoods. So if anyone watched this, leave a comment, let me know what you thought, or your thoughts in general about the game. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of these, so stay tuned, and I appreciate the time. Thank you, and have a great, safe day.